ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ವಾಣಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಟು ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ವಾಣಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಅ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 9th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಸಿರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. 9ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯ ಸಿರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ 13th ಪೋಯಮ್ ಹೇಮಂತ. 13th ಪೋಯಮ್ ಹೇಮಂತ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಔಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್. ಪದ್ಯ 13 13 ಹೇಮಂತ. ಈ ಪದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಬರೆದವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ S.V. ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಭಟ್ಟ. So this poem is written by Dr. S.V. Parameshwara Bhatta. As I always say, it's always mandatory that you have to say the name of the poem, name of the poet who has written the poem. We'll start with the poem Hemantha. If you hear his name, the Hemantha is a name of a person, right? Also, Hemantha is a name of the season. So you might ask me, which season is this, ma'am? We don't have any season by the name Hemantha. We have heard only summer, winter, autumn, all those seasons, but we have never heard the Hemantha. So this Hemantha is a name which we follow in Indian seasons. So in India, the seasons has a different name. So we follow the 6 seasons. The 6 seasons are Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat or Sharad, Hemantha and Shishira. So all these 6 names of the Rutu, we call them as a Rutu. So Rutugala Raja Hemantha. The king of all these Rutu is Vasanta. It's not a Hemantha. Vasanta is a Rutugala Raja. So Hemantha, what is this Hemantha? So what is this Grishma? What is this Vasanta? So first we'll learn this, then we'll go to the poem, then you will understand the poem in a better way. So first name which I told was Vasanta. Vasanta is called as a king of seasons, king of Rutugala Raja. Rutu is the season, okay? Rutugala Raja Vasanta. What is this Vasanta? Vasanta is basically spring season. How the spring season will be? So the avagatane, the flowers will come up, the leaves will come, and everywhere you feel the bright light. It will be very calm weather. It's not too sunny, it's not too cold, there is no rain. So it's a very beautiful weather which is very everyone likes that weather, the spring season. So that is Vasanta. So only it is called as a king, Rutugala Raja Vasanta. The next is a Grishma. So Grishma is basically a summer. The summer season, how it will be? It will be very hot. Then comes a Varsha. As the name says, Varsha is basically means rain. So it's a monsoon season is Varsha. Then comes Hemantha. Hemantha is after rain we feel cold, chilly. So how it will be actually? So the monsoon season and the rainy season, we don't feel like going out. We feel very lethargic. We feel very sad because there is no sunlight, there is no bright. It's always a dark always. It's a long dark days outside, right? So this is a kind of a Hemantha and a Varsha. Then comes as Sharad. Sharad is the autumn season. So how will be the autumn actually? You will be having a little more rain, but not too much of a rain as a Sharad or Sharad. Then the last one is a Shishira. In the Shishira, we will be having winter and the fall. So the winter is almost done, and we are slowly entering into the summer. So that season is called a Shishira. So this is a basic explanation of all the Rutus. What are the Rutus? Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Hemantha, Shishira and Sharad. Comfortable? Yes. Now we'll go into the poem. So now you will understand what is this Hemantha. Hemantha is basically winter season. So here the poet usually, most of the poet, they usually talk about the Vasanta or the Varsha. They talk about the rainy season, they talk about the spring season. But here this poet is talking about the winter season. How the winter season will be, how the people will welcome the winter season. So that is what we are going to learn in this poem. We'll start with the learning. Hemantha Rutu Raja Nilege. Hemantha Rutu Raja Nilege Bandili Vandu. So observe Rutu Raja Vilege. So it's a split the word Ile. Rutu Raja plus Rutu Rajana plus Ile. Ile is a Bhumi. So the Hemantha has entered the earth. The Hemantha Rutu has entered the earth. As he entered the earth, Bandilidu, he has come and he has stopped here. Huvilla, there is no flower. Huvu illa. Hasurilla, there is no greenery. Chigurelegaliilla, there is no the leaves which will slowly come up. The sprouts illa, there is no sprouts. There is no new green leaves that are getting into the trees. There is no newborn leaves illa. Dumbigala dani illa. Dumbi is a beetle. There is no sound of a beetle. Dani is a sound. Dumbi is a beetle. There is no sound of a beetle. Hakkigala hadilla. Hakki is a bird. The birds are not chirping because it's very cold. Everyone wants to hide. Everyone wants to take rest. Everyone wants to be very warm in their places. Kusuma gandhava. Kusuma is a good smell. Kusuma gandha. Kusuma is a flower. Gandha is a smell. So there is no smell of a flower. Taruva marutanilla. Maruta is a gadi, is a air. The air, wind, what wind usually does, it brings the good smell around from all the flowers and all the trees. So there is no air or the wind which brings the good smell from the flowers. So all these are the explanation how the Rutu Hemantha has entered the earth. Understood? Rut Hemant, I'll read the first 4 lines. Hemantha Rutu Raja Nilege Bandili Vandu Huvilla Hasurilla Chigurelegaliilla Dumbigala Daniyilla Hakkigala Hadilla Kusuma Gandhava Taruva Marutanilla. You understood? We'll go to the second stanza. Chengudiya. Chengudi is basically Chigurele, the leaf which is just taking a birth. Chengudi. Singarada. Singara is a beauty. Varavarhutagaleniಸಿ Mereva Maragida Balli Baride Moga Viluhi. So here what it means is all the trees and the plants. Mara is a tree, Gida is a plant. Everywhere they will be filled with the flowers. They will be filled with the green leaves, the newborn leaves. But now in Hemantha, there is no Chengudi. There is no the attractiveness, the beautiness of a Chengudi. So the face of the tree and the plants is completely barred because there is no newborn leaves or the flowers. Mereva, the tree which used to be very attractive, which used to be very proud of the flowers and the new leaves, now they are not very proud because they don't have the leaves and the flowers. So baride, and it has emptied. Bari mogavu, it's an empty face. Moga is a face. Maunadali, in a silence. Mai degedu mana muridu nindihudu. So they are in very silent and they're stretching their body and they are mana andra mind. They're very sad. They are not feeling good. Nindihavu, they are standing alone, feeling very sad and feeling very bad about this time. Bhagyahinara volu deenarendenisi. So we are unlucky fellow anta heli. They feel we are unlucky fellow because we don't have a good flower, the fresh flowers. We don't have the fresh leaves. We are the empty face. We are standing in an empty face anta. The trees and plants are in a very sad face. Artha aita? Wonderful. We'll go. I'll read the 4 lines. Chengudiya Singarada Varavaruthagaleniಸಿ. So it was usually being a chariot of a Varutha is a chariot of fresh leaves and the fresh flowers. Who will be the chariot? The tree and the plants. Mereva Gida Mara. So they used to be very proud. These Mara and Gida, they used to be very proud of these. Balli Baride. Now this everything is emptied. Mogaviluhi, empty faced. Maunadali maidegedu mana muridu nindihudu. In a very silence, they are feeling with a very heartbroken and they are standing alone. Bhagyahinara voludina rendenisi. So we are unlucky fellow anta. They are scolding themselves and they are standing there. So we'll go to the third stanza. Manju Masukanu hoddu. Manju Masuku. Manju is the fog. Okay, fog ide. It's completely filled with the fog. Masukanu hoddu. Who has who is wearing a fog. So who is wearing a fog? ಹೊಲಗದ್ದೆಗಳು, the farm field. The farm field are wearing the fog. If you travel along now in a Hemantha season, so you see the fog everywhere. In city, we don't usually see the fog because of a carbon dioxide. So when you travel near the villages and all, where you have a good oxygen, there you will see the fog. Good amount of a fog will be there. ಹೊಲಗದ್ದೆಗಳು ಮಲಗಿ, even the farm fields are sleeping because of the fog. They are wearing the fog. They are just wearing like a blanket. ಸುಯ್ ಎಲರ ಸುತಿವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಳಿದು. So they are just scolding you. They are just scolding the ಋತು ಹೇಮಂತ. Who are scolding? The ಹೊಲಗದ್ದೆ are scolding. ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಲ್ಲನೆ ಸರಿದು ಮೊಗ ಜವದಿಗೆ ಎಳಿದು. So ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಲ್ಲನೆ, slowly this is moving. The fog is moving by putting a mukha parade. Javanike is a mukha parade, like a mask for the face. Tunge tore hareyutide. Tunge is a river. She is flowing. Nadugi mainenedu, because it's very cold. So can you touch the water in the winter season? It will be very cold, right? So the body is it has wet, the body is wet and it is feeling very cold. The water is very cold during a Hemantha. We'll go to I'll just read the third stanza. Manchu masukanu hoddu, ಹೊಲಗದ್ದೆಗಳು ಮಲಗಿ. ಹೊಲಗದ್ದೆ is a farm field. Manju is a fog. Masuku is a it's a covered with, which is covered with the fog, covered. Okay, the farm field is covered with the fog. So ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸುತಿವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಳಿದು. ಹಳಿದು is a ಬೈಯುವುದು, to scold. ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಲ್ಲನೆ ಸರಿದು, slowly it is moving. ಮೊಗದ face, ಜವನಿಕೆ ಎಳೆದು, it is pulling the face mask. ತುಂಗೆ ತೊರೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿದೆ. ತುಂಗೆ is a flowing. ನಡುಗಿ ಮೈ ನೆನೆದು. ಮೈ is a body, the body is a wet and it is shivering. ನಡುಗು is a shivering. We'll go to the fourth stanza. ಹಣ್ಣೆಳೆಗಳು ದುರಿತಿಹ. ಹಣ್ಣೆಳೆಗಳು, the leaves, ಎಲೆ, ಹಣ್ಣು plus ಎಲೆ, ಹಣ್ಣೆಲೆ. Okay, ಎಲೆ is a leaf. ಹಣ್ಣು is the ripened ones. The leaves which are almost ripened, which is almost aged, are dropping, are falling. ಉದುರುತಿ hai, falling. ಬರಲು ಮರಗಳನ್ನೇರಿ. ಬರಲು ಮರ. So ಬರಲು ಮರ is a ಬೋಡು ಮರ, basically an empty tree which doesn't have a leaves. The leaves are falling. There is no leaves in the tree. It's a ಬರಲು ಮರಗಳನ್ನೇರಿ. ಕಣ್ಣೀರು, it's a eye tears, the tears of the eyes. ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಕಾನನದ ಹಕ್ಕಿ. ಕಾನನ ಅಂದರೆ it's a forest. ಹಕ್ಕಿ is a bird. The forest bird is crying because of this, because it is not seeing the leaves on the tree. It is seeing the empty tree without the leaves and flowers and fruits. ತಣ್ಣನೆಯ ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ತಣ್ಣನೆಯ, so it's in a cold air. ಗಾಳಿ is a wind or air. ತಣ್ಣನೆ is a cold. ಹಿಮದೊಂದು ಸೋನೆಯಲಿ. ಹಿಮ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ನೋ. ಸೋನೆ ಅಂದರೆ it's kind of a drizzling. ಮಿಣ್ಣನಿದೆ ಮಾನವನ ಜೀವ ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ. ಮಿಣ್ಣನಿದೆ is ಸುಮ್ಮನಿದೆ. It's in a very silence. Who is in silence? ಮಾನವ, the human being life. ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ, it is like in a cage now. Because of a Hemantha, the people are in the house. They don't want to come outside. They are like a very silent, because they're not enjoying the weather now. They feel it's very cold. They feel very lethargic. They want to sleep all the day. So whenever it's very cold, do you feel like getting up in the morning? We don't feel like getting up in the morning. So that is what happening. So he feels, the people are feeling they are in a cage. Sere is a cage, the prison. ಹಣ್ಣೆಲೆಗಳು ದುರುತಿಹ ಬರಲು ಮರಗಳನ್ನೇರಿ. ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ ಕಾನನದ ಹಕ್ಕಿ. ತಣ್ಣನೆಯ ಗಾಳಿಯಲಿ ಹಿಮದೊಂದು ಸೋನೆಯಲಿ. ಮಿಣ್ಣನಿದೆ ಮಾನವನ ಜೀವ ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ. We'll go to the next stanza. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಬಿಳಿ ಮಂಜು. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ is everywhere, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಬಿಳಿ ಮಂಜು ಅಂದರೆ it's a snow, the white snow. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಹಿಮಗಾಳಿ. Everywhere it's a ಗಾಳಿ. What kind of a wind it is? It is a very cold wind, ಹಿಮಗಾಳಿ. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ನಡುಗುತಿಹ ನೀರವಾಲೋಕ. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ, everywhere it's a shivering. What kind of a word? It's a silent word. Neerava is a silence. A silence word is a shivering because of the cold, because of a Hemantha. Yettalum, everywhere. Baradu bana vettalum. Baradu bana. Baradu is a empty. Bana is a forest. The forest is empty everywhere because the animals are hiding. Even the animals can't withstand the winter. Even they are very scared. Even they want to sleep nicely because of the Hemantha. Yettalum jadada jana. Ettalum, everywhere. Jadada jana. Jana is a people. Jada is a lethargy. The people are very lethargic now everywhere. Yettalum shunya. Everywhere it's a zero. It's a empty. Mana varagutiha. Mana maragutiha maraka. So everywhere it's like a zero. So we're feeling a sadness. We're feeling a besara, bejaru. So maruka andre bejara, bejaru, besara. The sadness is everywhere because of a Hemantha. I'll read the fifth stanza. Yettalum beli manju, ettalum himagali, ettalum nadugutiha, neeravaloka. Yettalum baradubana vettalum. So baradubana vettalum. So baradubana plus ettalum. It has become a one word. Baradubana vettalum jadada jana. Yettalum shunya mana marugutiha maruka. We'll go to the last stanza. Hemantha nalikeya katina shasanavintu. Hemantha nalikeya. He's ruling. Who is ruling? Hemantha is a ruling. And this is, it has to be like this. So this is being written. Shasana, which is written. It is written. The world has to go through the Hemantha. World has to go through the winter season. Adake talevaguvude srushtiyola marma. So we have to bow our head. Talevaguvudu, talebaguvudu, talevaguvudu. We have to bow our head for this Hemantha. We have to even accept that. Srushti, creation, marma. It's a magic. It's a secret of a creation that we have to accept this Hemantha. Ondondu rutuvinali, in every season, rutu, ondondu rutuvinali, ondondu reetiyali. It's a, one or the other way, in a different ways, in a different season, in a different ways. Okay. Samskara padayuvude. Jeevagala dharma. So we have to get adjusted. We have to get adjusted to the new culture, new behavior. That is how the life has to be. Anta the poet is saying here. So jeevagala dharma, every living being's duty is to accept everything and go through that and enjoy each and every season in its own way. So that is what the poet wants to tell here. You can also apply in the other way also. So whatever comes to us, it is not like only if I get a first rank I'll be very happy. It's not like that. Even though if you fail in any of the exams, any of your tests, any of your sport activity, that's completely fine. Failure always teaches the lesson. Always accept the failure by whole heart. Learn from the failure. Never repeat the same mistake. Instead, you can do the one more new mistake. You will always learn from your own mistake. You cannot learn from others' mistake always. It can happen only once, but not every time. Accept everything in life with a happy smiley face. Accept the failure, accept the winning in equal way. So that is what the poet wants to convey to everyone who is reading the poem. Understood? So this is the moral of the poem. We'll read the poem once. I'll read it slowly. Please follow the lines and read it along with me if possible. ಪದ್ಯ ಹೇಮಂತ. ಈ ಪದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಬರೆದವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಸ್.ವಿ. ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಭಟ್ಟ. ಹೇಮಂತ ಋತುರಾಜ ನಿಳೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿಳಿ ಬಂದು, ಹೂವಿಲ್ಲ ಹಸುರಿಲ್ಲ ಚಿಗುರೆಲೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಂಬಿಗಳ ದನಿಯಿಲ್ಲ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳ ಹಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಕುಸುಮ ಗಂಧವ ತರುವ ಮರುತನಿಲ್ಲ, ಚೆಂಗುಡಿಯ ಸಿಂಗರದ ವರವರೂಥಗಳನಿಸಿ, ಮೆರೆವ ಮರ ಗಿಡ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಬರಿದೆ ಮೊಗ ವಿಳುಹಿ, ಮೌನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈದೆಗೆದು ಮನ ಮುರಿದು ನಿಂದಿಹವು, ಭಾಗ್ಯಹೀನರ ಗೋಲು ದೀನರೆಂದೆನಿಸಿ, ಮಂಜು ಮಸುಕನು ಹೊದ್ದು ಹೊಲ ಗದ್ದೆಗಳು ಮಲಗಿ, ಸುಯ್ಯೆಲರ ಸೂಸುತ್ತಿವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಳಿದು, ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಲ್ಲನೆ ಸರಿದು ಮೊಗದ ಜವನಿಕೆ ಎಳೆದು ತುಂಗೆ ತೊರೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿದೆ ನಡುಗಿ ಮೈ ನೆನೆದು. ಹಣ್ಣೆಳೆಗಳುದುರುತಿಹ ಬರಲು ಮರಗಳ ನೇರಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ ಕಾನನದ ಹಕ್ಕಿ. ತಣ್ಣನೆಯ ಗಾಳಿಯಲಿ ಹಿಮದೊಂದು ಸೋನೆಯಲಿ ಮಿಣ್ಣನಿದೆ ಮಾನವನ ಜೀವ ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಬಿಳಿ ಮಂಜು ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಹಿಮಗಾಳಿ ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ನಡುಗುತಿಹ ನೀರವಾಲೋಕ. ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಬರಡು ಬನವೆತ್ತಲುಂ ಜಡದ ಜನ ಎತ್ತಲುಂ ಶೂನ್ಯ ಮನ ಮರುಗುತಿಹ ಮರಕ. ಹೇಮಂತ ನಾಳಿಕೆಯ ಕಠಿಣ ಶಾಸನವಿಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಲೆವಾಗುವುದೇ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯೊಳ ಮರ್ಮ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಋತುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಪಡೆಯುವುದೇ ಜೀವಗಳ ಧರ್ಮ. So thank you. I hope you have understood the poem. Doubt idre, questions idre comment ಮಾಡಿ or email ಮಾಡಿ yashasvikannadavani@gmail.com ಗೆ. I hope you have understood the poem. So what do we do now? Please listen to the poem and go with the activities. As you all know that I won't do the activities. Question answers nanenu madadilla. So you have to do the activities on your own. Please do the activities on your own. If any doubts, you can write a mail to yashasvikannadavani@gmail.com or you can comment here also. So like ಮಾಡಿ, share ಮಾಡಿ, subscribe ಮಾಡಿ and share this poem with your friends who are struggling with this poem. Even they will also learn. So you will gain the knowledge by sharing the knowledge. You can also teach them or you can also share this video with your friends. So that's it, children. I'll meet you all with one more lesson anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ. From Yashaswi Kannada Vaani, there are many e-books that is being launched even for children as well as adults. So for adults, the Spoken Kannada ebook part 1 is being launched and the link for this is mentioned in the description box. Please go check it out the description box and purchase the book. The one speciality thing of this book is in a colloquial version and this is the one and only book and the first book which is available in the market which is in a colloquial version, just not in a written version. Make use of this book. Along with also follow my Instagram page to get the Spoken Kannada lessons for the adults. I hope this will be very useful for you and the book is in a very affordable price. And for children, there are storybook level 1, level 2, vocabulary book and the tense book is been there. Please make use of these ebooks. Again, link for all these books is been mentioned in the description box. Please go check out the description box and make use of these books. These books will help your children to make the sentence structures in a proper way, improves their language fluency, improves their vocabulary in a language, and actually it will bring too much of interest to them in Kannada learning. So make use of these books for your children. And there are workshops which is available in the YouTube itself in a playlist name Workshop 1 and Workshop 2. If your child is really struggling with the basics like a Varnamale, Kagunita, Vattakshura, Arkavali, words, make use of these workshop. Link for these workshop is mentioned in the description box. Please make sure you will go to the description box and use all these links. Workshop is a free of cost. It is available in the YouTube itself and all the ebooks it will be. You have to pay and use those books. There is a sample copy for everything. You can just look into the sample copy and you can purchase. Like ಮಾಡಿ, share ಮಾಡಿ, subscribe ಮಾಡಿ. So knowledge will gain only by sharing the knowledge. So children, if you have learned something, teach to your friends also and this will help you in your gaining the knowledge. So thank you so much and if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Click on the notification so that click on the bell link so that you will get notified as and when I upload the videos. Thank you so much. I'll meet you all ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.